Hello, Lynx here, and we are still playing Overlord H, which really turns out to be a massive game. Not what I expected, absolutely. Am I complaining? Absolutely not. We are supposed to go to the labyrinth, which apparently has been finished. But before that, let's visit the spa resort. Because solution is here as well. Oh yeah, we can't trigger that, that's true. I forgot. Hopefully we'll be able to later. Sorcerer Kingdom then. Erantel. Labyrinth. Ooh. Speak with Yggdrasil. Overseer of the Labyrinth. I mean, that's definitely an easier title than her name. She's a Lady Knight. They are elite insect warriors that roam the 5th floor of Nazarick. While they will never spar with adventurers as they are way too powerful, they also have a lot of experience when it comes to training. That means she will guide the various PoP monsters of the first floors working here and rate the adventurers based on their performance. The labyrinth is composed of many floors. The dojo is the first level. And this is where spars will be held for those adventurers that lack experience in combat. Considering most of the adventurers' backgrounds, their weakness lies mostly on their lack of sense of adventure. I remember these adventurers invading my home. They made way too many mistakes. Way too many. Way too many. And those were, in theory, more experienced than the ones in Erantel right now. Because of that, adventurers will mostly train on the floors below the dojo to improve their experience on many other fields such as trap finding, survival, and exploration. Once that is done, it will be the Lady Knight's job to form teams that will adventure and explore outside of my kingdom. Oh, Aisama! Cutie! I wonder why there is a sheet on her back, but there is no sword that goes into the sheet. I'm ashamed to say this, but the truth is that we have nowhere near enough adventurers. I'm sorry. It is not your fault. I should have expected as much. Building a training facility and giving sweet proposals will not be enough to bring new adventurers. In these 2 months, I've made progresses with the citizens. It's been a peaceful and happy reign. I need to find a way to solve the issue. Very well. I shall remedy to that situation. Keep up the good work. What's your name, by the way? I hope you'll forgive me, but I did not have the time to go over the labyrinth stuff yet. Oh no, no! There is nothing to be forgiven, Aisama. I would never dare to expect the Overlord of Nazarick to know the name of the petty creature such as me. I think that's kind of not accurate with Overlord overall. I don't know, maybe it was a little different in light novel, but in anime, if you think about it, Ainz knew the names of pretty much everyone in the Nazarick, I would say. I don't think there was anybody who he would not know the name of. Like, he even knew the names of all the mates, for example, right? Maybe I'm mistaken. Again, I have not read the light novel. In a way, I'm still waiting for all of them to be translated because it's way cheaper to get stuff translated to Polish. I think it's 3 or maybe even 4 times cheaper, basically, like per volume, so yeah. Anyway, she bows. Maybe it was different there. I make a point to know the names of all that serve directly under me. I have 2 Lady Knights guarding my chambers and I learned their names on the first day. Your kindness knows no bounds, Aisama. Very well, my name is Yggdrasil. God damn it, that stuff. is he thinking the same thing I did? I shall call you Vikstra. I hope you do not mind. Not at all. I'm Sama. Vikstra. Yeah, I mean, that's way easier, not gonna lie. Labyrinth perfect. Lack adventures. Speak about this problem with Einzach. I'm sure he'll... Adventurers Guild. Yo, man. Einzach! I would like your assistance with a matter regarding Adventurers Guild. How may I help you, Majesty? I've recently completed Labyrinth. The infrastructure, the stuff are ready. However, we lack the adventurers. Oh yeah, I'm aware of that problem. Huh. So I was thinking of resolving it by convincing the Empire's adventurers to join us. Whereas the Kingdom does not have as many, and I doubt they will be willing to join us as easily. Your Majesty, I wish to aid your cause to the best of my abilities, but I fear it will be complicated. Why? I clearly offer way more benefits. They outweigh anything that the Empire can offer them. It should be an easy choice. That's true from a logical point of view. However, while that may be the obvious choice, not everyone is willing to change their existing situation. True. In a way, that is true about life. Even when a better opportunity presents itself, not many are willing to jump right into it. Making such a drastic changes requires the right mindset. They must be ready to leave their comfort zone. I do not believe that is the case. In short, what you are saying is that they are not willing to take any risk, as long as their current situation is at least... average. That's correct. What would you suggest then? What would you do if you needed to scout new adventurers for your guild? Well, teaching new tricks to an old dog is really difficult, but doing that with a newly born one is much easier. What I would do is target people who have yet to become adventurers, and offer them a much better option. Dude, Einzach. Good idea, man. We're already taking risks. We're not in a stable situation, so I will pick the best option, which would be our kingdom. Huh. The only downside is that we'll be taking people with little to no experience, as opposed to people with plenty of experience in the field. That is not an issue. After all, they will have to go through a much different training than what the classic adventurer is accustomed to. At the end, they would be more akin to explorers. Also, do you think once we fill up our ranks, more of the Empire's adventurers will be willing to take the risk? Oh yeah, but not all of them in my opinion. The majority will be filled with fresh adventurers. I have no doubt about this. Very well. We'll go with that plan then. Let's go! Without wasting any more time, I grab Einzach's shoulder and teleport us to Arwinter. Your Majesty. We are in Arwinter, within the Empire. Is that correct? Indeed. Teleporting is quite handy. It would have taken us days to reach the Imperial capital otherwise. Ah, your immense power always amazes me, Your Majesty, but... is that not illegal? After all, we have skipped all the checkpoints. Oh crap, I had not thought about that. I need to find an excuse quickly. He cannot figure out I did such a stupid mistake. Your Majesty. You are worrying over nothing, Guildmaster. Jirne Valdono and I have a pretty good relationship. You could say that I know her pretty well, wink wink. She would approve my decision. After all, I let her skip the checkpoints to my kingdom as well. Just imagine the chaos it will bring to the Empire if I announced my coming. Checkpoints are made for the traders. Public figures such as kings or queens can skip them for a good reason. Well, if Your Majesty puts it that way. Seems like I have convinced him. Now for the task at hand. Yeah. How should we proceed? Where will we even find people that are planning to become adventurers? Well, I mean, we'll need to advertise our kingdom. Adventurers are seen as powerful and reliable individuals. People become adventurers because they look up on them and dream to become just strong, if not stronger. Therefore, I'm sure they will be watching today's tournament in the arena. Oh, a tournament? Yeah, that is where all the future adventurers will be. I know because I still have some connections with the arena's owner. I could speak with him and you join the tournament. There's no other place where you will be able to speak with all current and future adventurers, while also displaying your power. Of course, if your majesty does not want personal battle, then... I like it. Ah. That is pretty good idea, mate. You have been pretty useful, Einzach. I'll participate. Thank you, your majesty. He bows. Shall we go register then? After you. The registration went well. However, I had to agree to some weird unexpected requirements. I cannot use magic in this fight. I should have expected as much considering how much power I have shown to the Empire. However, I could not scroll down the feeling that there was a much deeper reasoning behind that requirement. From that exchange alone, I've also learned that Isaac genuinely cared for my well-being, and this was quite surprising. Humans can be weird creatures, even if I was one once. The more time I spent as an Overlord, the less I understand humanity. Don't worry, I don't understand even if I am still human constantly. What neither of them knows is that I am perfectly fine with fighting without the use of magic. This is how I roleplayed my Momon persona after all. Given that that was also in anime, his attire should change for battle.
People love Arwinta. It is with men's joy that tells you a very special contestant today. Hailing from a newly formed kingdom, first time battling in this arena or changing the martial lord. The true and only Ice Ulgaundono, the Sorcerer King. People begin to clap and scream. More, more! For such a special event I went to feel the ground beneath my feet tremble. As a response to the announcer plea, people clap and scream even harder. Surprising. I did not expect clapping but utter silence. Possibly even more some people running away out of fear, but I guess me being an object of entertainment is more exciting than scary. The entire arena seems to be excited about this fight. Everyone but a few seats, they begin to stand out. That's when I noticed Journeyvel's presence. Well, I did not expect her to be here today. There is no use hiding. I may as well greet her and explain myself if needed. I tell my intentions of greeting the Empress before the battle to an announcer. Well, excuse myself out for a moment. The announcer seems to be just as surprised as me regarding the presence of the Empress. This weird, but I pay no heed to that. After all, I would do the same. Being the focus of everyone's attention can become quite tiring. That is why I feel a little at fault by bringing everyone's attention to her, but there is no helping it this time. In the meantime, the announcer maintains his professionality and entertains the audience. Jill Neville Runefarlot Earl Nix Dono. It has been a while. I see you're looking good. Same to you, Gondona. Hi. She's shaking. It is almost hard to hear her trembling words. Did not expect to see you here. Huh. I would have greeted you sooner, but I was not aware of you being here either. What a coincidence. Yeah. Really, what a coincidence. Is something wrong? You seem unwell since our last talk. I spied her not too long ago and she did not seem to be sick then. It's nothing. I've skipped my breakfast and I'm starting to feel a little dizzy. Oh, is that so? Oh, that is not good. You should take care of yourself. Shortly after saying that, I hear the announcer introducing my opponent. Well, I have much waiting for me. Hope you will enjoy the show. Jirnvel whispers something, but Momonga does not hear it. He quickly ascends back to the arena as it would be rude making everyone wait for too long. So the martial lord is just a troll. Yeah. I could feel the wave of your presence way before I entered the arena, but to stand before you now, my legs are shaking in fear, at the same time my heart is racing in excitement. The excitement of a great battle, the excitement of being able to battle such a powerful warrior. Says, is it true you will not be using your magic?
That is correct.
Then I may just have the chance to win.
Your manner of speech. You're not just a normal troll, are you? Even though you're reacting. I remember in my previous battle with a troll, saying that he lacked intelligence was an understatement. He had as little intelligence as a mindless zombie, but this one is different.
You do not seem to be a normal undead either, not a skeleton, that is for sure.
That is true.
You know, I'm a troll, but who am I fighting against? I would like to know at least this much if possible.
I'm an overlord.
You can...
Consider me as a more powerful lich, I suppose.
Oh, I'm not adept to undead races. You look physically fragile yet. Clearly you are an opponent I should be taken seriously, even if you will not be using the magic.
He readies himself.
I'm ready.
Same.
Excellent. Without further ado, let the battle begin!
He rings a big bell, which signals the beginning of our battle. As soon as the battle starts, he attempts to hit me with his mace. I manage to dodge the hit and use this opportunity to get closer. The way he moves reminds me of Clementine, although he's much slower. However, when it comes to strength, he is vastly superior. Overall, I would say they are just as powerful.
Keep trying! Come on, Martial Lord, smash him!
Huh? Hearing the Empress's voice so out of character surprises me. She keeps shouting in a quiet, childish way, which is kind of cute. Her cheering suddenly comes to a halt once the troll's mace hits me, but I do not receive any damage. I had been distracted and not attempt to dodge.
What the?
I simply touch the troll. Boop. Our level is so vastly different that there is no hope he can resist the ability of mine. As soon as I place my hand on him, he grows weaker. Oh, what was the name of it? Was it Death Touch? Something like that.
What is happening to me? I feel weak. Poison.
Nothing like that. It is not magic either. Just like a troll has the ability to regenerate, I have my own racial abilities. Not only my touch would consume its vitality and strength, but I've been using my dreadful aura for all this time. Hence why he could sense my powerful presence with ease.
Ay, ay, ay. Hi, Gojin. Shall not be defeated this easily.
Oh. Despite my touch, I can feel his strong will from his roar alone. I ready myself to dodge another strike, but he does something unexpected.
Ability boost.
He recovers some of the strength he had lost.
Flow acceleration.
His speed increases. From this distance, there was no way I could dodge the incoming attack now.
Divine strike.
I parry the hit with my quarterstaff. However, the divine damage affects me. I believed it was over, but I was wrong. While our weapons are still connected, he uses another martial arts skill. So here... I mean, in a way, I would say the martial arts are in Overlord. I think you should consider the magic, but whatever.
Divine field expand.
The shockwave of the field expanding, being divine, does not get nullified and sets me flying. I was careless. I believe he did not know much about undead, but he knew our weakness and used it against me.
That was great! Charge! Finish him! Come on, what are you standing there for? Slay him!
Seriously, does she hate me that much? And here I was considering marrying you! Well, not that I can blame her for, but speaking to her from now on will be a little awkward for her. This is the second time that a martial artist of much lower level than me manages to put me on the ground. Although the first time I had Clementine under me, that was admittedly much more pleasing, obviously, yeah. It is the whole reason why I started researching those abilities. If low-level martial artists can do that much, how powerful would a level 100 be? While thinking about it, I get up with ease and walk back in front of him. I had indeed received some damage. Most like a droplet of water in a big pool. I couldn't consider my hit points to be totally full. Even as a magic caster, Momoga hit points were still that of a level 100. I'm genuinely impressed. It was really nice, well played.
You're chasing you with the best, and yet... you even keep getting my threat range so carelessly as if I was nothing more than a harmless kid.
At this point, the troll is using all of his strength just to stand still. The martial abilities he used are pretty taxing, especially flow acceleration. Yeah.
Your Majesty, tell me, am I really so weak?
Yes, you are.
I've never thought this day would come, the day in which I would experience such a powerful foe. As I could not be more happy than to die in such a glorious battle.
From his helmet I could see his eyes shine. His power and skills remind me of Clementine, however, his personality, his respect towards the opponents. Yeah, that's something Clementine doesn't have. You know, you remind me of Gazes Stronov. That is an honorable warrior. You can surrender now, you do not have to.
I cannot accept that. As a warrior, no, I'll die in battle. It is my time and I should die in the most glorious battle I've experienced against the strongest opponent one could ever imagine.
Once again, he raises his mace up in the sky, and it is shaking. With a quick motion, he strikes me once again. I let him hit me as I pierce his heart with my quarterstaff. At this point, his constitution was almost entirely drained. A single hit from my weapon is all it takes to claim his life. There is nothing his regeneration can do at this point. I mean, given that it's the heart, I guess that makes sense. The battle is over. As the dead body of Go-Jin hits the ground, I face the crowd, now silent. I'm the sorcerer, Eins O Gone. In the Kingdom Arrow, I developed a training program to raise adventurers. As proven today, I don't mind fighting my own battles myself, even if I'm a ruler. My strength is more than enough to do so, with or without magic. That means I will not be using the adventurers as a tool of war, nor to protect my kingdom. If you join my kingdom as adventurers, I can promise you a whole different and better world. The current adventurers and those dreaming of becoming one. Can you really say your sense of adventure is truly sated? Was it truly what you were looking forward to? How many of you have truly explored the unknown? How many of you truly know what an adventurer is? Slaying monsters is not all there is to it. And most importantly, how many of you have to survive on your own resources, not knowing if you will make it through the next mission? If you want to become a true adventurer, come to my kingdom and I shall aid you with all my might until you develop powers that you cannot even begin to imagine. Behold a fraction of my might now. The resurrection, true resurrection. Jin Go. Such a spell is a bit overkill. I would normally use a lower tier 1. However, while I want to show my might, I also want him to not lose a whole level. He's a good warrior and a pretty rare. No unique troll, I would not mind keeping him as a pet someday. As the wounds of the troll begin to regenerate while he comes back to life, to the amazement of the crowd, I use my spell to fly away. Phew! That was quite something, I hope it works out. Oh, Isaac, what's up, man?
Your Majesty, that was amazing to say the least. How could... never mind.
Do you think mindful speech will bring adventures to our kingdom?
Only time will tell, but I could see some interesting figures among the crowd. Even if little, it will bring a change for sure.
That is good to hear. Thanks for help, Isaac.
I did nothing special, Your Majesty.
Do not be modest here. To be fair, it was your plan. I take a magic sword from my inventory. It is nothing special, nothing I would truly miss, and yet it is more powerful than the common magic weapons in this world. This is for you, a reward for your efforts.
Hey! Such a treasure! I cannot possibly accept that!
Modesty can be nice, in moderation. As I've said, you have done a great job, and as a ruler, I always reward a job well done. No one works for free under my rule, I'm not a tyrant. I bring the sword closer to him.
Very well, I shall accept your generous gift then.
Fluda. I mean, given that we're literally moved here. While I'm in the Empire, I should get in contact with Fluda. It's been a while since I've gotten his last report. His reports have been getting fewer in number. Well, I cannot be helped. He has been discovered. Luckily, that happened after I got the information I needed. I contact Fluda through a message spell and ask him to meet me in our first meeting spot. My message was short and vague on purpose, just as a precaution. The same reason why I do not just teleport in his living quarters, especially since he has been discovered. Half an hour later, he knocks on the door. You may come in.
Teacher, I've long waited to meet you once again.
Seeing such an old man being so excited is so weird. I would like to begin with saying that your old task is done. Have you written any new records since the last report?
Yes, not much for...
I'm aware that you have been discovered.
I'm sorry.
It is not your fault, you've done well. Has anyone attempted to murder you? Whoa.
Not physically, no.
What do you mean?
Our the Empress has been slowly killing my image and social standing. Over considering my role, she cannot outright get rid of me. And as for the record, I actually brought it with me.
He hands me his last report. I glanced at it quickly before putting it away. Excellent work. Now as for your reward. I take a tome from my inventory called the Book of the Dead and hand it over to him. Study it. As soon as the tome is in his hands, he wastes no time to open it and checks its content. His look of surprise is quite evident.
What are...
Are
these runes?
Runes?
Yes, someone also might assume must have many rune crafts.
The book is indeed written in Japanese, so I'm not surprised if he does not understand its contents. However, why would he recognize some of these hiragana as runes? This language should not exist at all here unless... Where can I find runecrafts?
Oh, runecrafts are collection pieces nowadays. They're not as common. I believe you would still find some in the Dwarven Kingdom.
I see. Try putting on these glasses. I only have a pair, so I couldn't give them to you. He follows my instructions and aims to read the book once again.
Oh! A runecraft to mask the content of the book. Amazing! I've never seen such an usage. Oh!
Well, not quite, but I cannot explain him the truth. I'll just leave it at that.
This book, amazing! I can't believe it.
I let him finish or read a few pages. Okay, this is enough. Give me my glasses back, man.
Bah!
You need to learn and focus on its content and meaning, not just mere words. Reading it once with magical item will not do. Your training is to translate that book and understand it completely. This is when you can truly say you absorb the knowledge of that book.
I see. You are completely right, teacher.
He takes his glasses off and hands them over to me.
May I seek your help if I do not understand something?
I mean, as long as you've given your earnest to try and understand it yourself first.
Of course! I'll try my best not to disappoint you.
Good, he seems to like the book and that task should keep him busy for a while. Now, considering that it is written in Japanese, I need to make sure that no one else will see it. They may look like runes to most people, however, should the wrong person get hold of it, that would spell troubles. Fluder.
Yes!
This book is a small treasure of knowledge. No one aside from you should get their hands on it, nor your notes. It's nothing special for...
Of course! I should consider it as the most precious belonging I have.
He takes a small bag from his robe and stores the book inside. It was not just any bag, but a bag of holding, a magical item which stores items in a separate dimension. A single bag of holding could hold way more items than a bag of that size could normally store.
It will never leave my sight. They will have to get through me first.
Good.
By the way, what are my new orders?
No new orders. For the moment. Just stay here and keep protecting the Empire for the time being. My subordinates, or I'll be contacting you in the near future.
Understood.
I'll leave you to your studies then.
Yes, have a good night, teacher.
I watch him leave, then turn around. Now. Momoga spent the night and part of the following day in the Empire, looking for more information about runecrafts. While the Dwarven Kingdom is the most likely place to have them, he has the intention to look for more information elsewhere as well first. As Sluder had told him, runecrafts are very rare. The only common thing about them are rumors which are hard to verify. Then, as Momoga is about to leave and return back to the Sorcerer Kingdom, Journeyvel calls after him. She's alone, which is very weird for her. For an Empress. Journeyvel alone. Well, I was about to return to the Sorcerer Kingdom.
Go on, Donna. I'm glad you are still here.
Oh?
There is a matter I wanted to discuss.
I don't believe this is the right place to.
It is a matter of utter importance. I'll be brief. The Baharuth Empire would like to become a vassal state of the Sorcerer's Kingdom of Ains-ul-Gown.
Huh? That was sudden and unexpected, and for her, an empress, to run after me in the middle of the streets without any guard. She was clearly desperate. I have no idea of what is the right answer. I was not ready for such a question, but I cannot show indecisiveness, as that would be a pretty big weakness on my part. So rely on a third reasonable the
That is a pretty important matter indeed. Not only this is not the right place to discuss about it, but such things should not be agreed upon verbally.
Does that mean once I send you the documents, you'll approve them?
Of course.
Maybe. Very well, I'll make sure that they get in their hands as soon as possible. Have a safe journey.
She takes her leave. And no choice but to give her a straight answer, but was it the right one? The only way I will be able to tell is through Demiruk's reaction to the news once I'm back. Instead of teleporting, I simply fly back home, hoping to clear my mind during the journey. Momonga has just returned from the Empire after a few days and has finally the chance to rest his back on the throne. I have made my move, but I will need to wait for quite some time before I can see the results. For the time being, I should discuss better about the Vasalash with Demiruk. However, he's still not back. That should take a few more days still. That makes me feel slightly uneasy, since it means I will need to wait until then to know whether the answer I gave her was right or wrong. Just what is Jirvel planning? To make such a request so suddenly, to mention her weird behavior at the arena, is she going mad? Then there is the matter about runes. There was no such thing as runes in Yggdrasil! Is it something unique to this new world? And much like martial arts, it could prove to be an invaluable tool to Nazarick. I am tempted to go to the Dwarf Kingdom right now. A new job class that would tickle the interest of any player, or magic and caster seeking more knowledge. If I happen to fit both descriptions, but I cannot be careless about it, that might prove to be a fatal mistake. After all, there is no guarantee that there is not a player behind it. The similitudes between runes and the language I used in my old world is not something I can just ignore after all. At the very least, I would need to bring someone with me. This much is a must, otherwise Demiruk would oppose the idea of exploring that kingdom myself. Now he'll probably try to oppose it anyways. I cannot blame him, he's right. This should be a task assigned to my minions while I lead my kingdom, but I cannot do it. Not only I like the ability to, but if I have the chance to explore an uncharted land and discover new knowledge, I just cannot let the chance escape me. I want to experience that myself. I rise from my throne. Momonga could not suppress his growing excitement. Which secrets might the dwarven people hold? How different is their kingdom? Are there new races he has never heard about living alongside them? Even as an undead, he felt an intense emotion, albeit only for a moment. Curiosity. This sense of adventure and hunger for the unknown triggers memories of his many adventurers with him. Okay, of his many adventures. Because this would be talking about people for some reason here. What the heck? With his fellow guildmates. Would he get to experience the same once again someday? And to begin making the preparations for my journey. And to take into account that whoever took control of the dragon's mind could be hiding there. It is close to my kingdom, yet well hidden from prying eyes. A pretty good hideout. Then I should decide whom to bring along and let them know ahead of time so I can easily pass the current tasks to somebody else. By then Demiruk should be back and then he can take care of things here during my absence. Then 5 days later, we get interaction with my son. Interesting. Can I have a look if... Fuck. I knew that would happen. I just knew it. God damn it. The event with solution is gone. Freak! I knew it. I knew that would happen. I literally knew it. The freaking ring. Why is that ring not upgrading to more than 3 spells? God damn it. And let's end it for today. The fact that we cannot have a look ruined my mood, in a way. That's not what why I'm ending the episode for. It's just the time to do that, basically. We will continue tomorrow. We'll see where this is all going, and so on and so on. I guess let's prepare to get to the Dwarven Kingdom and find something out.
Oh, the Miruk is back. He's in the office. Alright, I will remember where to go. In a way, tomorrow. Alright, for now, hope you enjoyed. If you did, the usual, consider liking the video. If you're new around, subscribe as well, considering that will be always super appreciated if you did subscribe, of course. And, you know, hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.